Hey, I'm Fernando, one of the co-founders and CEO at RevenueFlow. If you're running a leading professional services firm in industries such as investment banking, law, consulting, or maybe advisory, you already know your service is world-class. But here's what you're actually dealing with. You want to scale, but your pipeline depends entirely on referrals and personal networks. When your partners are busy, which they always are, lead generation is the first thing that gets deprioritized. You can't replicate what works because there's no system behind it. And so the result is revenue swings wildly because everything depends on who has time to work their network. You've probably also tried manual outreach such as emails or LinkedIn messages, but got low responses and wasted time. And even when you did get good conversations, your processes were all manual, so you dropped it the moment a deal came in. And so the problem isn't your service, it's that your pipeline isn't predictable or scalable. And we get it. We've worked with over 150 clients, with many facing similar challenges: unpredictable pipeline and no way to scale client acquisition systematically. That is why we build predictable revenue engines for professional services firms through two core capabilities. The first one is go-to-market and offer advisory. And so before you can predictably scale pipeline, you need strategic clarity. We work with you to define and refine the foundation that makes systematic client acquisition possible. And so there's 6 steps here. The first one is LinkedIn profile audit and optimization. So positioning your leadership team as recognized authorities in your market. The second is market sizing and opportunity mapping. Identify and quantify your actual addressable market and evaluating the best offers to share with the different market segments. The third is ideal client definition, defining exactly who you serve and why they buy. Fourth is offer strategy. Structure how you package and position your services for maximum impact. Fifth is commercial strategy. Designing your pricing, deal structure, and revenue model. And finally, sales process design. Build clear frameworks and tech-enabled workflows for qualifying opportunities and moving deals forward. And all of this is built to ensure that you're not guessing at strategy. You have a validated commercial playbook that creates competitive advantage. So the second is our execution of our pipeline generation system. And so once the strategy is clear, we build the execution system that converts it into qualified meetings. And there's 4 steps here. The first one is system design. So we build your multi-channel approach across LinkedIn, email, and phone. The second is an infrastructure setup. So we configure technology, workflows, and team integration. The third is campaign execution. We run systematic outreach with continuous testing and refinement. Finally, performance tracking. We monitor results, forecast pipeline, and scale what works. And all of this so that you're not running random outreach. You're operating a systematic revenue engine that delivers qualified meetings with decision makers who have the budget, authority, and the genuine need. This delivers high quality prospects to your sales team while maintaining the relationship approach essential for high value deals. And by the way, this is the same system we used to generate over $1.9 million in pipeline for ourselves last month. And it also helps generate $1.6 million in pipeline for a leading consulting firm, over $50 million in investment pipeline for a digital asset fund, and over 46 investor meetings for a public company CEO. We measure qualified meetings and pipeline, not activity. And here's where most marketing vendors fail. They ask for the commitment before proving anything, and we don't. For a very select group of companies, we offer a complimentary test campaign. We build a list of your exact customer profile and run a targeted campaign to generate immediate qualified leads. You're not just listening to someone promise you the world, you see actual leads in your pipeline. Qualified prospect ready to talk. But let me be clear about who this is for. We only work with exactly 2 clients per month. That is it. You're probably wondering why so few? Because most companies aren't ready. If you're pre-product market fit, we can't help you. If your offer isn't solving a genuine market problem, the best outbound infrastructure in the world won't create a sustainable pipeline. And that is an offer issue, not an outbound issue. We can't fix that through better emails. We only run complimentary test campaigns where we're absolutely confident we can deliver transformational results. And if there's any doubt, we won't take the engagement. This isn't about being difficult, it's about only working where we can genuinely move the needle. For companies that do qualify, we aim to build long-term partnerships based on initial success. Depending on fit, we offer annual meeting guarantees for complete predictability. But you need the fundamentals in place or our service won't work for you. Here's why this matters. Every month, without a systematic pipeline engine, you're making critical decisions based on hope instead of data. Hiring decisions, capacity planning, growth targets, client commitments. Meanwhile, firms that build systematic pipeline generation compound their advantage every single quarter. They scale headcount, expand service lines, capture market share, and scale enterprise value. While you're managing pipeline volatility, they're building momentum you'll spend years trying to match. And so if you're a leading professional services firm looking to build a predictable revenue engine via outbound, book a qualification call now. We'll assess your business and determine fit. We'll tell you within the first 10 minutes if this can work for you or not. No pitch, no pressure, just an honest assessment. If there is a fit, we'll run the test. You will see qualified leads within 2 weeks. But understand this, we're not trying to work with everyone. We're trying to work with the right companies where we can create disproportionate impact. Spots are limited to 2 companies per month where we know we can move the needle. And so the question is whether you're ready to move from erratic pipeline to a predictable revenue engine. If you are, take the next step now.